So when applying for a visa generally, there are two things you should expect. It's either your visa is approved or your visa is rejected. Now, I'm not going to be talking about your visa being approved in this video. I'm going to be talking about the rejection part. I really don't hope anyone gets rejected when you apply, but it's just we just have to be realistic about it. So before now, if you're applying for a German visa, either a study visa or job seeking visa or opportunity card or a tourist visa, and your visa gets rejected, all you need to do is you have the opportunity to appeal the rejection. So what you do in this case is that you apply through the consulate or embassy in your country to the Federal Foreign Office of the city where you're going to, and then your appeal is looked into, and then if there are missing documents during your application, they are going to check it and cite it and then ask you to send those missing documents, after which you maybe like 1 to 3 months they go through the appeal, and then the result will be either your visa will be approved or your visa will be rejected again. But that is about to change. Starting from July 1st, Germany will eliminate the remonstration process, which was existing already. So what this means is that you won't be able to appeal to the Federal Foreign Office anymore. Now, in place of this, applicants who face visa denial will now have just one route to contest the rejection of their visa, which is the formal judicial appeal. Now, the initial process was really easy and straightforward, and there was no waste of time. But with this new process, it's going to be really lengthy and it will cost you a lot of money. Now, you might still be asking, if you're new to the whole German visa system, what was the initial remonstration process before this came into place? Now, the initial process had you put down a written appeal directly to the consulate or embassy, as the case may be, in your country that rejected your visa. They have to look through your document one more time to see if there were any missing document that resulted to the rejection of your visa. And if they find any of these things, all they just need to do is ask you for the missing document and then grant your appeal, which is approving your visa. Now, key features of the initial procedure included no court involvement. Your appeal is done within 1 to 3 months, depending on your case. And then you have the opportunity of sending in missing documents if that was the reason why your visa was rejected. So you didn't have to pay any amount of fee, like maybe an appeal fee or any of those kind of things. It was completely free. Now, you might be asking yourself right now, how is the change going to affect visa applicants? The removal of the remonstration process means that applicants will now have to face an increased cost. For example, if your visa is rejected, you have to get a lawyer, an immigration lawyer as the case may be. You have to pay some court appeals or for court proceedings and all of those things for your case to be taken. And then secondly, you face longer waiting time, as the initial process was just 1 to 3 months, but you face a longer waiting time of 1 to 2 years for your case to be resolved. The last point is that it's going to be a really complex process. If you're already familiar with German law, you know how bureaucracy is here. And so you should already be prepared. That's why the process is going to take 2 years from the filing date, because it's going to go through a lot of process before you finally get a result, whether positive or negative. In some countries, it takes a lot of time to get an appointment, especially study visa. Then you now get a rejection, and then you want to appeal, like go through the whole court process. It's going to take about 1 year, 2 years for it to be resolved. That time is already enough for you to like do some other things. But if you want to go into appealing, then you have to be ready mentally and physically to face 2 years. It's better you avoid all of these kind of things than actually getting rejected. So I'm going to be giving you tips on how you can improve your chances of getting your visa approved, whether you're going for studies or you're going for job or you're going for tourism. Whatever visa you're applying to the German embassy or consulate in your country, the first tip is submit a complete application. You should make sure that you go through the embassy's website, sleep on that website, make a list from it, from the requirement, all of the documents you are supposed to submit, and you can do it 1 or 2 or 1,000 times, it doesn't matter. Have a checklist on the day of your appointment and before the day of your appointment to confirm if your documents are intact. And make sure you put everything, like everything to the latter, like all of the documents required for you for your kind of visa you're applying for. That way you should be able to avoid your visa being rejected, because in most cases, one of the things that lead to rejection is missing documents. Maybe they ask for a particular document and you ignore it, or you just send in all the documents, or maybe, for example, let's use the proof of fund, maybe a blocked account or sponsorship letter, and you don't put it, or you don't put the original, or you just put copies. That could lead to rejection also. So make sure that all of your documents are complete. If they ask for a certain document, input that document so you can avoid your visa being rejected. Next is provide proof of strong ties to your home country. You should be able to show a proof of strong ties to your country. It could be a job contract from the company you work for, or properties you own back in your country, or it could be just something to show that there's an assurance after your visit to Germany, you're going to come back to your home country. If you're able to show this or prove this, your visa will definitely be approved. Number 3 tip is include a clear travel itinerary. So if you're asked to show proof of accommodation where you'll be staying when you come to Germany, you should include that. Your travel insurance should also be included. In most cases, you are required to submit this when your visa is approved. In some cases, you have to submit it alongside the documents when you go for your interview. But you have to show proof of clear travel itinerary. Now, what does this show? It shows seriousness and preparedness. Now, the next tip is avoid last-minute applications. Make sure you prepare your applications beforehand. Like, don't start preparing for your visa application maybe 1 week or 2 days to your appointment date. Trust me, you're going to get rejected because you're really going to be disorganized during your interview, and definitely the visa officer is going to see all of those things in your appearance, in the way you talk, and then your document also. There are going to be lots of incomplete documents because you didn't take time to prepare for your appointment. So to salvage the situation, is advisable that you prepare beforehand so you're able to sort out documents that you need, and also if there are documents that you need to get that is going to take a lot of time, then you have ample time to get this document before your appointment. Now, if your German visa is rejected after July 1, 2025, all you have to do is go through the judicial appeal process by using a German administrative court, which is responsible for such cases. Now, there are certain procedures you need to follow for this. Now, this process involves you hiring a German lawyer. You can look up on the internet. You'll find lots of them in different parts of Germany. Number 2, you have to pay legal fees and court fees. And number 3, you have to wait for the outcome of your appeal. Like I said in the earlier part of this video, the decision is going to be lengthy because it's a different procedure from the initial process. Now it's a court proceeding and he has to follow due process. And the German law system is something we are not even going to finish talking about in this video. So that's the reason why the procedure is going to take a lot of time. Germany's removal of the remonstration process marked a significant shift in visa policy. Now, what this means is that travelers must now focus on the first-time accuracy, as the consequences of a visa rejection will be more serious than ever. So there you have it. Whether you're coming to Germany for studies or for business or for tourism, preparation is now key to a successful visa application outcome. If you're yet to subscribe to my YouTube channel, do well to hit the subscribe button, share this video, give this video a thumbs up by liking this video, and drop your comments in the comment section to let me know what you think about this decision in Germany. Until the next time, I love you guys. Stay focused, stay motivated. Adios.